Alright guys, welcome to another video on this channel. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to create or build a beautiful e-commerce website for free using a free theme, a free page builder, and a free WooCommerce store builder. So this is going to be a very beautiful e-commerce website. And this is the second video I've created on building e-commerce website. So there's a link in the description if you want to watch the first video. So this is a complete tutorial. So now let's get started. So we're going to be using Beaver Builder, the free version for this, and of course we need our WordPress, and this is a newly installed WordPress. So we will go to theme. We need to first install a free theme, and we are going to be using a theme called Astra theme, which is a very good theme. I've used this theme on many of my WordPress design videos, and it's very versatile theme to use. So we'll type in Astra theme, and then we are going to install and activate that theme. So install it and activate that theme. So that theme is very good for building any kind of website. So now let's refresh on the front page, and we have our Astra theme now installed on that domain. Now let's go to Astra options. Under appearance, you see Astra options, and now we need to install the template, starter template. So we click on install, and then we choose Beaver Builder instead of Elementor. Elementor is another good page builder, but we're going to be using Beaver Builder this time around. So click on Beaver Builder, and we are going to import that starter template for Astra theme. So now let's look for free themes or free templates, and of course we'll go back, or we choose e-commerce. So we need the e-commerce template, and you can see we have about 5 different templates. So we'll go through which of the one that best suits what we want. So I like this brand store because I think it's good for any physical product. The other ones are good for beauty. So you can go through all of them. I think about 5 are free. So let's choose this brand store. We'll click on it, and then you can see the home template, the about, the contact us. So go through, and then you see they're very neat and very beautiful, and with a good slider at the top. So now let's click on import complete site to import, and of course you can always click the home, so go for the home only, but I'm going to click on import complete site. So we'll get the old demo imported, and you can take a preview. See the preview, it looks good and it looks neat. Yeah, so we are going to now click on import complete site, and we are going to, if you have something on it, you can click on delete previous, but we don't have anything on it now, so we just click on import to import the complete website on our domain. And let's take a look at the front end now, and we are going to see that all the demo, the content, everything has been installed on our netplustraining.com. And by the way, you need SSL certificate, so there's a link in the description to get free SSL certificate with Cloudflare. So now let's go to plugin and install plugins and see plugins that were installed with and you can see the Beaver Builder Lite version, the template, the add-ons, WooCommerce. Even WooCommerce was imported with the starter template. So which means we don't need to install WooCommerce anymore, since we already have WooCommerce. So now we need to go to appearance, or let's go to tool first and go to general. Under settings, sorry, let's go to settings, general, and let's set up our title. That's the first thing we need to do. And now let's give it a title like online general store. Let's correct that, online general store. And then the tagline, you can give it anything, any tagline that goes with whatever you want to sell on. Buy all brands of, let's correct brands, buy all brands of, what can I think of, clothing and shoes. Let's just stick with that, and scroll down to the bottom and click on save changes. So let's assume this is, we are going to be selling clothes and shoes. That's what is on the demo actually, so we are going to stick with that. So now we've set our settings, the general, our set title. So now let's check out the product. Let's go to product and let's go to all products and see the products that were imported. So these are the products that came with the theme, and we can always change those products. And you can see 25 products. We need to change all that, and then I'll show you how to do that later. So these are just the one that came with the demo. So now if you look at the front page, you can see it looks cool, it looks neat, and we are going to change all those products. So now let's go to WooCommerce, and now let's set up WooCommerce. It's already been set up with the demo, but we need to go through everything, and we need to customize it to whatever we have on our own site. So you can go to settings, other WooCommerce, and we need to change the address, and we can run the setup wizard, or we can choose to go from tab to tab, from general, product, shipping. It doesn't really matter which one you do. So we can run the setup wizard, and you can control click on yes please, and just continue to do that. But at the end of the day, we still need to come back to those tabs. So let me just skip that and just go through the tabs instead. So go to settings under WooCommerce, and I will choose to just go from tab to tab. So under general, we need to set up our address. So you can put your address here, whatever your address is, then line 1 and line 2, your city. So I'll put Benin City, then of course your country and state. You can put Nigeria, Abuja, your postcode, whatever. So let me correct that. Mine is Edo. And set to country, selling location, you can choose whatever you want. If you want to sell to a specific country, then you put the specific country's name here. So mine is going to be Nigeria. And ship to all countries you sell to, shipping base, enable tax rate, enable the use of coupon code, yes. And the currency, naira. And then this, you can leave everything the way, and then click on save changes to save changes. You can go to shipping, payments. Let's go to payments, and let's set up payment solution. So let's say we want direct bank payment, we want to accept direct bank payment. We can check that, check payment, cash on delivery, we can do that also, and PayPal, we can check whatever. But for now, let me just save changes. I'll teach you how to add credit card payments later on. So to add credit card, we can use paste tag and go through. There's the link in the description that will show you how to set up paste tag to accept payment. So I don't want to go through that. I already went through that in the first video, and also there's a link in the description on how to do that. So now let's go to products, and let's check out all the products. And now we can go to each product and view. Let's open that in a new tab and check out this specific product and see what this product page looks like. And it's the same thing. If you go to the main page and you click on any of these products, you're going to land on the same page. So let's go back to this one, and you can see this is a black shoe. You can see the price, and you can always edit in the back end. If you click on edit, you'll be able to edit that page here, and you can see we have the description. So now we can change the description details, so you can remove everything and just change the details. So whatever you want to add there, of course it has to describe the product. If you scroll down, you go to under general, the product data, we already changed it to naira, so you can have the regular price and then the sale price. So the sales price will definitely be lower than the regular price. So the inventory, you can have enable stock management. You can have it in stock. If you want it out of stock, you can change that. Then the shipping, you can put the weight of the page of the shipping in kilograms, then the dimension. And link product, if you're doing an upsell or cross sell, you can add some other products to it. Then the attributes, you can have it, custom product attributes. You can add that. Then some advanced features where you can have some purchase notes, like some enable reviews or disable reviews and other things like that. And down there, the short description, you can also, of course, remove everything and add some short description of the product. So whatever you want to add, just make it short, probably like some 30 characters, and then the upper one will be longer description of product. And for the images, you need to change this image that you see right here. So let's try and change the image and remove product image, remove that, and then set product image. And let me go to Pixabay, and the Astra teams always work with Pixabay, which is a online stock image website where you can get. So let's choose this one. Let's choose that one, and let's save and insert, download it and insert to replace that the one that came with the store. And of course you can set the categories, just check the categories, and of course we need to update that later on. That's the menu, we'll update that later. So just select any category, one or two or whatever category it belongs to. And the product tags, you can put shoes, you can put whatever you want to put, men's shoes or whatever. So add that, and let's continue to scroll, and whatever we need to add or change, we can do that. And now that's about it. So we can update that, and then we can refresh, and now you see that the image has been changed. Now the price $35, then we have the tag categories, the tags. And if you go to the main page, you see it's $35, which is sale price, then the regular is 45, and then you see the description, the long description, then up is the short description. So now you can see we've changed that particular page. And if you change the, so let's change the logo. And to change the logo, we can always go to customize to change the logo. So now let's go back, and the customize is always under appearance. And if you go to, or maybe we should change the menu first before we change the logo. So I want to change this menu. These are the ones that came. We can always change the menu. We are now in the menu, and then for her, it's definitely in the footer area. I think you can see for her, you can see it has 4 items, menu items, and these are the 4 menu items. So you can always change and delete, add whatever. And then these are some quick links, and then for him is another menu. If you go, you see it under that, and then if you click on that, you will see the menu items under for him. You can see there are about 4, and you can see those are the 4 menu items. And what else again? So we can just check out the menu and change the menu. So let's go to the main menu, select that and see the main menu, which is at the top. You can see we have about some menu and sub-menu, and you can see anyone that is dragged a little bit to the right are sub-menus for those that have not done that are new to WordPress. When you drag a little bit to the right, then let's add maybe contact us, and we've added it, and if we save that and refresh, it will be added to. So now let's refresh that. You see it's now added as a menu. So that's how to control your menu. So just select whatever items on the left and you add it to the menu. So we now have our menu, and if you click on that menu, on that contact us link, it will go to this contact us page, and we can edit that by going to Beaver Builder at the top to edit every single page that we. So to edit with Beaver Builder, it's very easy. So you can check out my complete tutorial on Beaver Builder. There's a link in the description. So you can click on any of the column and then you will see the general. You can edit the title, you can leave it to contacts, and the description. If there's a description, you can edit that, then separator, typography, where you can edit the HTML tag, the font, and everything like that. It's very easy to do. Beaver Builder is a very good page builder. It's very easy to use. And the second row, you can click on that also, and the same thing, you can any item, you can underline, you can bold, italicize, and on the left you can do the same thing, change the title, and then below you can change the description to whatever you want in your description, and then you can add some any other thing. Like that one is the WP form. So if you have the WP form plugin that is installed, so you can add the code after setting up your WP form, then you can add the code on the left and then it will show up at the bottom. So on the right, you can add anything, any item, drag any item from the right and drag it to the left, and you can save and publish. So we are coming back to use Beaver Builder in more details later on in this video. So let's go back to the back end and let's try and change the logo. So the DNK logo, we can change it to our own logo. And to change that, like I said before, we'll go to appearance and then customize. So under customize, we can change the logo. So we see that pencil, that's how you change the logo. So you just remove the logo and change the logo, and make sure the logo is the same size as the original one. So just change the logo to whatever logo you want, your own logo, and update that, and you have your logo show up at the top of your e-commerce website. So let's click on Beaver Builder and let's try and change the front page. So now you can see Beaver Builder works rows and columns just like every other page builder, and you can go from row. You can see this a one row with two columns, another one row with two columns, and then we have this large row settings, this another top row settings with another row, and then another row with four columns, and then we have that, and then the footer area. So this, it's easy for us to customize. So now within the row, we have some rows and columns also within the bigger row. So now we can customize any item or any element. So if you click on it, you'll be able to edit. So we can change that. So, and we can change that, the typography, we can change the HTML tag, and then the font, we can change the font to whatever font we want and add text shadow, text color, and then the heading background color, we can change that also. Whatever you want to change, we can do that. And for this row, we can click on that wrench and change the details of that button. And for you to add any element, just click on that plus at the top right hand corner and you can drag a heading or whatever element you want to add and just place it anywhere you want and drop. So, and now on the left side it will show where you will need to edit that heading. So let's click on that plus again and you can see we have rows and columns and you can drag any row. Let's drag that 4 column rows and you can see we have one row and 4 columns, and we can add elements. Go to module and let's drag that button or any element. Let's drag it in one of these columns and we can edit the button details. We can change that to we can control the styling, then we go to advanced, we can add some margin. So let's change this, or we can leave it as click here or shop now or something like that. And then we can add a link where we want it to link to. Let's link into a page. Let me go to the main page and choose, let me find a page. Let me open that in, or let me copy link location and let's add it there. So that button will link to that particular page, and the width, we can make it full, custom. Let's make it custom and let's make it 300 pixels wide. Let's center it or put it on the left. It doesn't really matter, just choose. And then the padding, let's add some padding. Let's make it 10, 10, 10 on the bottom, 10 on the left. So we can use, let me just remove that. And you see these, you can use these link values to actually link all of them. So if you add 10 to one, it will add it to all of them. So you can always use that to do that. And then the text color, you can change the text color to whatever you want. I'm going to choose that, maybe that blue color. Then the fonts, you can change the font here. And then of course, let's just cancel and remove these rows by clicking on that X to remove the column one by one until we remove all the rows. So now let's go down and then you can see this particular row with 2 columns. You can change that also with that line. So click on that wrench and you can change the details. So now let's click on that and we can add any elements that we want and drag it to whatever row that we want. So as for this, we can click on this and now I'll try and change that background image. So we can go to general and edit what we need to edit. But for the background, we are going to use this edit column. Go to edit columns, and even though we have all these elements, we can click on edit any one of them and you can go down and then you see you can remove that image or edit and change the image. So let me click on this one and select that photo and then you can see I've been able to change that background image. So that's how you add image to, so it doesn't really matter which of the 2 elements you choose, you'll be able to change that background image. So we can go through each one by one and do the same. As for this heading, it's the same thing. You just click on that, and so if you scroll down, you see this portion is controlled by the WooCommerce module. And right now, if you click on that, you can duplicate. Let's duplicate that, and then it will be duplicated. We are using the free Beaver builder, so we won't have access. You can see it says HTML settings, and that's because we are using the pro version. It will give you the WooCommerce module. So, but this is all we can get, but at least it shows and we can easily take advantage of that in Beaver Builder. So I'm going to compare that with the Pro version for you to see the difference. So we can go through each element in each column and edit and add, of course, add a link. So we can add a link to where they all lead to. So we can go to, let's go to accessories and copy the link. We can lead that to maybe a particular menu or a particular category, so that that accessory is linked to the accessories category or menu. So once you are done with all editing, you click on done, and let's try and add, maybe check out all the elements in that module, and you can see down we have the pro elements. So those are the things you can get with the pro version, but this is all we can get with the free version. So we can click on publish, and we have a good, you can see we have a good WordPress e-commerce website. And if you click on that explore, you can see it's linked to that category, accessories category, just like we did. And it looks good and it looks cool, but we are using the free Beaver builder with WooCommerce. So we can, let's try and compare that with the pro version. So I have the pro version. So I'm going to go to all plugins and add new, and I'm going to browse and install the Beaver builder pro version. And let's do a little bit comparison now and activate. So maybe if you want to make it your store a bigger one, so you might want to get the pro version of Beaver builder. So let's deactivate the free one that came with the demo. And now if we refresh the main page and go to Beaver builder at the top, and now let's try and check out, let's click on this, and now you can see we have more elements to work with. Most importantly, we have all this media, and if you go down, we have WooCommerce, which is the most important thing. WooCommerce, then we have post slider, post carousel, and all these elements. So we can edit any of this. For example, especially this one, we can remove that and add, be able to have more control. So let's go to module, or let's go to row and drag in one row, one column, and drag it at the bottom between the last column and the footer area. And let's go to module and scroll down to the bottom, and let's drag in WooCommerce. WooCommerce, now we have access to WooCommerce now, and you can choose the layout of your WooCommerce, if single product or multiple products. Let's choose multiple products, and then the product, are we using product ID, or so we can leave it at product IDs, and how many columns we can have, maybe 4 columns, sort by default. Let's leave everything at default, and you can see just without saving, you see it's starting to take form. We now have these long rows of products, so we can control how many columns. And if you go to advanced, you'll be able to add some margins or some padding, and then add some HTML elements. So let's just save, and you can see we have lots and lots of products. That's just the difference between using the free Beaver builder and the pro Beaver builder. So we can remove that, and this we can remove that also, and then recreate it. For this title, we can leave it and just control the spacing at the bottom. So we can remove that bottom padding, and then just to remove the space between that title and then the WooCommerce module area. So let's save that, and now you can click on row settings to control the margin or the padding and any other thing you want to control. So you have full control of this if you are using the paid Beaver Builder. But of course, the free one is enough for you if you want to have a very small website. But if you have a large website, you might consider just getting the pro version. So we can see add some pricing tables, some countdown, number counter. You can add some post carousel, some post slider. You can drag it and do anything you want. Some of these elements you don't have access to, and you can have a blog at the bottom. You won't have access to that if you are using the free version. So basically everything that came with the demo is going to be everything you have access to if you are using the free version. But if you are using the paid version, you have access to all these blog and all that. So let's just continue to customize and save and publish, and once it's fully saved, you can go back and refresh, and you see we now have a website with loads and loads and loads of products on the main page. You can see we can control that. Like this one is out of stock, we can go back to the back end and change that to in stock. It says the product is currently out of stock and unavailable. If you go back to the front page, you go back to products, all products, you can find that particular product. So let's copy this text and search for that product. Go back, put it in the search and search for the product, and you can see if you click for that product and click on edit, we can change that to you change it to simple product from in the product data, and now we'll be able to add the price, the sales price, and then go to inventory and and just update. So, and now it is saved, and now it should be in stock. So if you refresh that page, you can see that product is now in stock, and you can see the 500 naira, and you can change all the details, the descriptions, the image. So now let's add product to cart and see what that page looks like. Now if you go to view cart, or let's go to checkout to check out how the checkout page is going to look like, and this is what it's going to look like. And then they have access to two, and like I said, you can check out the video on Paystack so that you'll be able to add credit card options to your website. And basically, they will be able to, on the left, they'll be able to add their names and details and place order on your website. And here you can add your email and every other thing. So check out that video in the description. So once you're done, you'll be able to accept payment and sell product on your WordPress e-commerce website. So you can consider getting the pro version if you want, but the free version will work for you. But I just demonstrated the difference between the free version and the paid version of Beaver Builder. So it's very easy to create a website. So it's very easy to create an e-commerce website with WordPress using Beaver Builder, and of course we have WooCommerce, and of course we are using WordPress. So I think there are some couple things that I missed. I think the widget area, I did not touch that, but that is easy. You can always go to the widget area and customize the widgets. There's a 4 column widget, so you can customize it if you want it 3 and just change the menu item. And I think another thing that I missed is the product category, so you can go under product, look at the categories and add new categories or delete some categories and just structure them just the way you want, and some other things. But basically, the main thing about Beaver Builder and e-commerce website, I've touched all that. And of course, you can always go to the description and watch the full tutorial on how to create a WordPress website with Beaver Builder. That will help you greatly figure out how to use Beaver Builder in full, so you can use it for any other thing like a basic business website as well as for your e-commerce website. So I hope you like this tutorial. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notification. So thank you and bye bye.